going to begin our program. So let me please call on Pastor Hyung Iramoy to give us the opening prayer this morning to begin our program.
Let's pray. Almighty God, we come before you this morning and we just want to thank you and praising you for this beautiful day. Agi maraming asule merubah agil tiak labo sils amal masaul ra leadership belau kutib tiang lobentrias aset imam ra Nepal Foundation ma ba kabelment rasyawal el tiragi ra bolsa imam egi momen saigal to kelungan takatau el girela blumam ra blur belau magimal mereng asule me tiang ama klol kelungan takatel el mo olosera blumam temis kama madial ma tial building el girela amut maklela abul ma omreora tabam e mangarra blumam merubak magimal mereng asule girela president termam marado olbi marobul belau marogul governors marogul adragal state el kitmag e o mesai gai gidel betok lang tatakau e mot mer mam wase tangania sa limam lakarnir lo mesra development trablur belau mongin el girela rangamel maran merubak kabran masaul momok tangata chalsils e bus kamama tuwilar mam wase ngania white gidel sa limam Nippon Foundation generosity tir ma yegidel ngeso gimngai logiwa we close ali magimal maring asulem Orang tak dengan tengah terkau, gertial kelawat, almol mutra ulubong na, ay kay gidiang lunguam, odosam, ang ngarang pila Dios, ngal ka ma Dios sa dagam, ma Dios sa erarin. Amen.
Anzaula Pastor. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of colors by the Marine Law officers coming from your right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthems, Republic of Palau first, then followed by the national anthem of Japan. Okay, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as befitting for such an occasion, we have Mr. J. Watanabe this morning to give us a Palawan chant. Palawan chant has been part of the Palau culture since time immemorial. So at this point, let me ask Mr. J. Watanabe to give us his chant for today.
Oh, the smoke. Oh, the smoke long. Amakal di tara rubak lungin aklulum. Katawir ka umadora nagardim albang. Kau oyole melamed merada beyang makaul di tara rubak lungil aklulum kami tangay malalam rit mamamal gululaw Mendibal the bedram lengelalil Katomatil mongil En so agamalamal teyang Emakaul di tararumak lungilakalulum Kamuamuyo al moroliradas el mongasira que del metrodira kadrang erulil gale emkate golodaw deyang
Thank you, Mr. Watanabe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this next item on our program, as with the Palawan chant, goes back to the beginning of the history of Palau. This is an event of the program that's befitting for such occasion as ours today. This is usually done when there's something unexpected that's going to happen, or something expected but big that's going to happen. So they usually perform this part of the program to alert the community or to call their attention to the event. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Masao Niray Galaw to give us his debut performance this morning. And while Mr. Niray Galaw is performing the booth, I would like to ask our VIP guests in the front row to please get up and walk to the dock side to witness the dam approaching and to perform its water shooting capability. The VIP at the front row, please.
Otra parte de la cadena.
Ladies and gentlemen, continuing our program. At this time, it is an honor and a pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests and VIPs, both here in Palau and from abroad, from Japan and elsewhere, who are with us this morning. First of all, His Excellency Tamir Masao Jr., President, Republic of Palau. The Honorable Reynold B. Oilo, Vice President and Minister of Justice, and all the ministers who are with us this morning. Paramount High Chief Ibdulio Tagagi Bons. Paramount High Chief Raklay Rafael Mirmang, and all the members of the Council of Chiefs and other traditional chiefs who are with us this morning. The Honorable Hokons Baulis, President the Senate of Olbin-Rakalilaw. The Honorable Sabino Anastasio, Speaker of the House of Delegates of Olbin-Rakalilaw. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to introduce our great friends from Japan. Mr. Mitsuyuki Unno, Executive Director, the Nippon Foundation. Mr. Tsuyoshi Murakami, Program Director, Sasagawa Peace Foundation, Pacific Island Nations Program, International Peace and Security Department. His Excellency Toshiyuki Yamada, Japan Ambassador to the Republic of Palau. Mr. Kansuke Shimada, Director of Policy and Legal Affairs Division, Japan Coast Guard. Mr. Kiyoshi Ushijima, President, the Japan Association of Marine Safety. Mr. Yukihiro Takeuchi, Director for International Cooperation, the Japan Association of Marine Safety. Mr. Toshitaka Asai, Managing Director, Nippon Maritime Center. Mr. Kuniaki Takahashi, President, Fisheries Engineering Company Limited. Mr. Masayoshi Kurishima, President, Kikoya Dock Company Limited. Mr. Yoshiro Nitta, Senior Executive Vice President, Iwata Chizaki Incorporated. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me take a moment to introduce our guest, our other guests from abroad and the diplomatic corps. First of all, Her Excellency Amy J. Hyatt, Ambassador of the United States to the Republic of Palau. We also have Mr. Clint Moore. He's the Maritime Surveillance Advisor for Marine Law here in Palau with the Royal Australian Navy. We also have other guests. We have the Honorable David Paul, Minister in Assistance to the President from the Republic of the Marshall Islands. The Honorable Dennis Momotaro, Minister of Natural Resources Development from the Republic of the Marshall Islands. The Honorable Hirata Kabua, Mayor, KwaZulu-Natal. And Mr. Clarence Samuel, Director, Environment Office, Republic of the Marshall Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure and honor to introduce this special person, a great friend of Palau. She's a movie actress, a goodwill ambassador to Palau since 2016. She's an avid tennis player, gardening, animal lover, and she has been coming to Palau for more than 20 years. She's also a certified scuba diver. She actively participates in activities promoting Palau in Tokyo, working with the Embassy of Palau in Japan, and also Palau Visitors Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Minako Tanaka and her husband, Mr. Taro Okawa, also a movie actor. Welcome to Palau and thank you. Continuing with our program, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on High Chief, Paramount High Chief, Ibuduli Tabagibons to give us his opening remarks this morning. Ibuduli.
Baik, dong yang klaim ya, ulteri da rugul bela dosus dotu dia, panmerila dosus segil mora President, First Lady, Senate President, ma Speaker, juga rugul antara Kongres, Governors, dos bin me rugil al tutau, tugas mor tiral Salid الطبق الرب الأرض الناس يوان مي ما يراو كيمار بيلاو تريد أن تطاو كتطاو مال ما سيرنا الأرتيان يبتس بتيان مال برين الأرض البلاي يا سليد راس يوال مسكين هي برضو ويقول kuare gide ngari kia gide mesa gide rogu il mengkarngela blue belau mor belar sal termar bu belai mal welcome na adro guin no swil me lan tutau tira no de aswil me sala tiragal organize ra Governor Franco Ibon sama Speaker Alan Marbo tigil dilaw na olbi me lara or state me kira mula recognize kumile jal basyo lamulo to sin me hotel man masire na ring abel basyo kaya center gidra aporo mangat bang di ada mata dio ke rumiro huyen bergoy nga ngania anto dakan kutmol tora bigen ulay table swell di oiwi di other time di bread of time it gives me great pleasure again to be standing here today surrounded by Palau beautiful blue ocean in front of you, distinguished guest to witness one of the Palau historic occasion. I extend my heartfelt greetings to Ambassador Toshiyuki Yamada and the Nippon Foundation and Sasakawa Peace Foundation of Japan for making it possible for all of us to be gathered here today with great satisfaction on our faces. I would like to congratulate President Tami Masao Jr. for his foresight and diligence in pursuing the establishment of Palau National Marine Sanctuary, despite what some skeptics thought an impossible task. We are here today witnessing what this small island nation can achieve when its leaders are both traditional and elected work together with our partners toward a greater cause. There is no better time than now to extend our deep gratitude and sincere thank you to our partners, the Nippon Foundation, Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and Japan Association of Marine Safety for being with us, the Palau leadership, every step of the way. I would like to recognize Mr. Mitsuyuki Uno, the Executive Director of the Nippon Foundation, and his entourage who have traveled to be with us today. What was considered an idea back in 2010 at the first meeting in Tokyo to consider assistance plan for surveillance by our major partners has blossomed into fruitful fruition. This modern building for a training center, the state-of-the-art patrol boat and marina are all needed to empower our people to do well in safeguarding our 200-mile zone so our precious marine life can be protected and regenerate for the future and for the children of this nation. Our reliance on the ocean goes back many centuries when our ancestors sailed from one island to the next in search of food from the sea. And throughout the ages, elders and traditional leaders became aware of the circle of life in the ocean and in the forest. So when they recognized that certain fish were becoming scarce, they would institute a bull, a traditional moratorium placed on harvest of certain ocean or land food resources until the fish or plant has had the chance to regenerate. National Marine Sanctuary will fulfill the aids or tradition bull to protect our marine resource on grander scale. That center will be open to our neighboring islands in Micronesia and the region to send their people here to be trained is welcome approach that Palau is taking to collaborate with our fellow islanders in protecting the region's maritime borders. The idea of training our people in surveillance and enforcement concurs well with the Palauan saying, give one fish and you feed him once. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for life. I have also heard from President Ramasau that a new mariculture facility will be built as well, with the two facilities standing alongside each other. I can with deep conviction and pride that the future of tourism industry in Palau will thrive, and Coral State in particular will continue to be the center of it all. And I would like to thank Coral State government for this generosity in giving this piece of prime property in Koror to the national government for this purpose. Thank you.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him another round of applause, please. This time of the program, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on the Honorable Vice President and Minister of Justice, Reynold Oilo, to give us project details of what we're witnessing today.
Mungkin dia dengar belau betul. Yang domestik plano. I hope yung mungkin masakang kung musubira tento regular tento. Mito talo kung gela sus. Ibora full dul apply. Ang dul bela. Direct mora tanak President Ramasau our Cabinet Minister sa Ngingart. Director Mora President la Senate, Paules, marubuhin Senators. Mora Speaker Anastasio, marubuhin Delegates. Director Mora Governor Gibons, marubuhin Governors, Director Le Bumangger Rela Tutang. Director State Legislators, marubuhin. Le Mal, Lumil Tutal, Morlumiw, Robuhin. No sa Lumiw May, Nodoeng at Tial Handover Ceremony, Rela Tutang. Nebugultur ke nebugumter direktura se sentingel el toera Miguel mortigal kiargil arasyakan. Before I get to that, let me recognize Ambassador Yamada and of course Ambassador Hayat who are here with us this morning. President Mr. Uno and all the special guests from Japan. Konnichiwa. And again, welcome to Palau. As you all probably realize by now, The bulk of the generous contribution by the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation fall under the Ministry of Justice. So if you see me smiling all day long, please understand why. On a serious note, for a project of this magnitude, it is only fitting that a brief description is provided during this ceremony so that everyone can realize and fully appreciate what our friends and partners have done for us. So please bear with me for a few minutes. The relationship between the Nippon Foundation, Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and the Republic of Palau dates back many years, and we have been a direct beneficiary of this partnership in so many ways. Discussions for the Nippon Foundation support for enhancing the Coast Guard capabilities of Palau began all the way back in 2008, and since then, both sides have been working diligently to complete the project. Multiple meetings were held by both sides to determine the most effective and efficient way to strengthen Palau's ability to monitor and control our waters. These meetings culminated with the signing and the exchanging of the Memorandum of Understanding by Nippon Foundation, Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and the Republic of Palau in February 2015. The MOU included 3 pillars of support. These pillars consist of Coast Guard capability enforcement, enhancement, protection of the environment, and support for eco-conscious tourism. Following the signing of the MOU, the Nippon Foundation, Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and the Republic of Palau held a trilateral meetings where the MOU was further strengthened with new provisions added. And these new provisions added included 40-meter type patrol vessel, assistance for crew employment and training, a berth for patrol vessels, and a new administrative building. In 2016, the work then began to construct these new marine law assets and to train the crew that would be maintaining and manning these new vessels. A task force was designated by President Romusao to ensure the successful implementation of the project. This task force included members from many organizations, including the Nippon Foundation, Sasakawa Peace Foundation, the Japan Association for Maritime Safety, Palau's Ministry of Justice, the Division of Marine Law, and the Office of the Palau National Marine Sanctuary. In September of last year, the President and a delegation from Palau were able to visit Kekoya Dock, located in Hiroshima, Japan, where Palau's newest and largest patrol vessel was being built. During this visit and naming ceremony, the PSS Gadam was christened after Palau's frigate bird, which is known for its long flight and territorial nature. The President and his delegation were also able to visit the 10 Palau crew members who were being trained to man and operate the 40-meter patrol vessel, the PSS Gadam. During this time, work was being completed on the new administrative building known as Kabayara Bul and the wharf known as Malus Malak, which you can see today. But these incredible donations were not the only contributions by the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation to the maritime protection of Palau. Included in this generous package were the following. Nippon Foundation also provided 3 smaller patrol boats, namely Kabegan Matal, Bull, and Ewakan, a high-speed inflatable boat, a pickup truck, satellite communication facilities. Nippon Foundation also pays for maintenance cost for the 3 smaller patrol boats and PSS Kadam for 10 years. Nippon Foundation also pays for fuel cost for the 3 smaller patrol boats and PSS Kadam for 10 years. Nippon Foundation also provides for satellite communication cost for the 3 smaller vessels and PSS Kadam for 10 years. As for Sasakawa Peace Foundation, it has supported us by providing training for all the crew, paying salaries for everyone while undergoing OJT or the on-the-job training since April 2014, paying full salaries of the 10 crew of the PSS Kadam for 10 years. And paying 61% of the salaries of the 5 crew for the 3 smaller patrol boats for 10 years. The overall value of the contribution that Palau will receive under this project is estimated to be between $50 and $70 million. Yes, you heard me right, $50 to $70 million. This is an enormous contribution by any standard. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Palau now has one of the most state-of-the-art surveillance and enforcement operations in the entire region. Coupled with the latest technology and satellite surveillance and aircraft reconnaissance, Palau will now be able to effectively and efficiently monitor and enforce our exclusive economic zone against illegal fishing, drug and human trafficking, and increase our abilities for search and rescue for missing vessels and people. Ladies and gentlemen, I will conclude this brief project description, but after the ceremony, there will be an opportunity to tour the facilities and the new vessel, the PSS Kadam. Unfortunately, due to my stomach problems and strong doctor's recommendation, you will not be able to see me as I display my amazing skills that only few ship captains possess after many years at sea, maneuvering PSS Kadam. That will have to be another ceremony and another day. In any case, during the tour, you will hear a more detailed description of this amazing partnership between the Nippon Foundation, the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and the Republic of Palau. Domo arigato.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a distinct honor that I call on Mr. Mitsuki Uno, Executive Director, the Nippon Foundation, to give us his special remarks this morning. Welcome.
So, we usually had bad luck with the weather. But finally, we are welcomed by Palau, since we are blessed with sunshine today. So, President Tommy E. Remengeso Jr., Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm delighted to be back on this beautiful island. My last visit was in February 2016. The newly built administrative building and patrol boat are both provisions that were identified during the meeting as critical items to protect the waters of Palau. as a participant of that historic meeting. I am overjoyed to see them now, ready for operation. And I am most grateful to Mr. President for giving the boat a most powerful name, Kedam, meaning frigate in Palawan. For years, the Nippon Foundation has been working to make the world's oceans sustainable. However, to address the diverse challenges that confront our oceans, there needs to be a new global ocean regime that transcends country borders, institutions, and specialization, and to pass on bountiful ocean to future generations. We need to work together to develop a global vision for the next millennium. Having said that, I feel that joint project to enhance Coast Guard capabilities and promote eco-conscious tourism is an ideal setup, as it involves a diverse group of stakeholders. Governments taking part include Japan, Australia, and the United States, with Palau and the Nippon Foundation playing the central role. At a time when international conflicts over living and non-living marine resources are hindering intergovernmental cooperation, this diverse partnership shares a common concern to the world oceans and transcends self-interest, and shall serve as a model for the international community. But as an organization that has been investing in human capacity building for decades, we knew that to ensure that this massive inclusive economic zone is protected effectively, hardware alone would not be enough. And so, the staff of the Division of Marine Law Enforcement, who will operate Kedam, have undergone months of rigorous training in Japan. I am confident that under their operation, Kedam will protect and preserve the diverse marine ecosystem of Palau's marine sanctuary, and hopeful that the new administrative building will serve as a strong foundation to further enhance Palau's Coast Guard capabilities. The Nippon Foundation is fully committed to continue supporting Palau and nurturing our partnership, because you are Adara Beram. I am Adara Sabar. But we are all Adara Dao. We are all with the oceans. Allow me to end by combining my deep gratitude once again to President Revenue and the people of Palau for your warm welcome and generous hospitality. Thank you.
Thank you, Nosa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Tami Musao Jr., President of the Republic of Palau, to give us his special message for today.
Konnichiwa, good morning. Mr. Uno, you are a fisherman. Aradaw, I'm very happy for that. Let me also share the feeling in Palau that whenever we have an occasion such as this, and it rains, we always say the rain is a sign of blessing, and we welcome the rain. And if on the occasion there is sunshine such as today, we also say we are very fortunate and blessed by the sunshine. This means we welcome every good intentions and accept responsibilities for the purpose of occasions such as this. So rain or shine, please be assured that we are very, very happy today. Let me first extend my greetings, respect, and appreciation to everyone here, and join our leaders and the people of Palau to especially welcome our friends and special guests from Japan and the Nippon Foundation who have joined us for this auspicious occasion. Chairman Yohei Sasakawa could not be with us today. We understand his pressing schedule, but we do send our best wishes and appreciation. We are honored that Mr. Uno is able to be here with us. He is a good friend of Palau and understands very well the situation here in Palau and throughout the region. Thank you, Mr. Uno. To members of the Diplomatic Corps and friends and partners of Palau, thank you for joining us and for your continuing cooperation and partnership. Today is a proud day for Palau, a proud day for law enforcement and the grand responsibility of safeguarding our constitutional borders surrounded by vast oceans. Today is a proud day for the fruits of friendship and partnership between public sector and the private sector. In this case, the Nippon Foundation is making a profound contribution to a priority development area of nation building, protecting the integrity of our maritime boundaries. And this, my friend, is not the first partnership with the Nippon Foundation or the Sasakawa Peace Foundation. They have been indeed with us and assisted Palau in other times of need. We are 1% land and 99% ocean. And that means we are indeed a large ocean state. And ocean is everything to us. It is our food security, it is our economic security, it is our cultural and social security, for it is our way of life. Unfortunately, we are visited by problems not of our own making, but of science and mankind. One of them being the challenging part of illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing. Today's ceremony, activities, and purpose will go a long way to assist Palau in tackling this important challenge. My friends, today is also a proud day to rekindle and appreciate our strong and historical bond of friendship with the people of Japan. We treasure this friendship and extend our hand of appreciation and collaboration. In closing, let me congratulate all the people, all the agencies, all the companies and organizations involved in the project from the beginning to today and onward into the future. To our men and women in uniform, take ownership of this project and do your very, very best. Thank you very much. Idul, reply, kaya sinsa obreng saul, di kadatyal mutling, ada belaw natyang, majolit tergid, wase amokte karel ansils, a program rel ansils, amanjirel di milisi aranut, yung maklat tergid, wasing kadinamo iliak kilbulu, el klongar alet, el girel abluat. Segi dengan raal, agire dengan mangkar, ranugel aklangar, rablur belau, lenugel aklangar, au ulak langar, rar adar belau. Kita adar belau, amal mol bro umral wasya adabet, 99% edom godong real wasya damat. Ya utum, aklumila utum adi 1%, edom godong real iral wasya dalat. Mandamat madalat, au ulak adar belau. Maklungyaw lirar nalged dir kamarahan ni. Al sugong kutigar mo dertir, ingire dalo maliw, en sabak, ratabat, atabet, bertial bulwat. Ega giri au leklat kingire al sils, e bododat e kain sel beklat. Nugul mabulwat amo sel baak, e klakar raigan marahan ni. Adil gid lo na seur gid, loya ka umil luut, adil gid lo na seur gid, loya ka umil palasi, maumil omrodet, e arata mo sumeriar lo na seur gid. Ega tingit, ewa mansaw na.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the OEK portion of our program this morning. So first of all, I'd like to call on President of the Senate, the Honorable Hopkins Paulis, to give us his short message this morning.
Good morning. Gilto tao le gorha e presidente Ramosau le manuito tao mora Minister of Justice Vice President Oilo Ibadol Raklay Gumero Gulbedao Rubu Gulbedao malumil tao. Kabinet terkait Presiden Terobui mengartiah Ministers Speaker Anastasio Artana House of Delegate Marmir Senators mengartiah Tumil Betul Lontera Igel Betul Madal Tial Government El Gidat Mahal Ngartial Sils Kadangartiah El ON Amlam katbok til maklong el urior el girel o manggar ma omot maklel at bela kulwa mewan mong ngatya el girel o urior loltaw tar ul beraw el milgatbok ul biraw Kadamnen el altutaw, imomre nga Saul, el gire lang Yesu, luul, en sabayin el mo omes, ardel ay galbatok, el urior, rel al-sils. It is indeed a special day today. We are here not only to witness, but to celebrate accomplishments that are built upon a foundation of mutual respect for each other and respect for the ocean, which sustain life on our island countries. We are thankful that in this shared passion to preserve and to protect this precious resource, we have been blessed to have made true friends like Chairman Yohei Sasakawa and Mr. Mitsuyuki Ono of Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation. We thank you very much. Your generous assistance only begin with enhancing Coast Guard capabilities and protecting our environment. It actually fulfills a comprehensive vision to pass on to our children the God-given gift of our natural beauty, abundant resources from the sea, and peaceful living in a healthy, pristine paradise. In this year of good health in the Republic of Palau, it is most appropriate. Republic of Palau, Public Law 9-49, the Palau National Marine Sanctuary Act was introduced in Congress. Bill 9-Dory, meeting the challenges in technical capacity, surveillance, and enforcement appeared overwhelmingly at the beginning. Today we commemorate the official handover of the PSS Kadam, the Malus Malal, the Bayrabul, and this facility to enhance our marine law enforcement capabilities. They reinforce other contributions that enable consistent and effective enforcement of our marine laws in our ocean. To the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, I must say, arigato gozaimashita. President Remosal, you continue to meet the challenge of cultivating our economy with wise use of our natural resources while fostering relationships with loyal friends that share our unchanging commitment to preserve and to protect our environment. Finally, on the visit to Palau by His Majesty Emperor Akihito in 2015, he expressed his appreciation for our deepening relationship with Japan, particularly in the field of fisheries and tourism, hoping that Japan exchange in our region will continue to flourish in the future. I trust that this event today is a proper example of this commitment to the Republic of Palau. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Senate President. Senate President, before I call on the Honorable Speaker of the House to come up and say a few words, I'd like to ask Ms. Landisa Gotaro to come up and read the resolution to be presented by both the Speaker and the President of the Senate.
10th Olvina Kalulaw, House Joint Resolution number 10-19-5, a House Joint Resolution expressing deepest appreciation to the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation for their considerable contributions that will support and assist the effective implementation of the Palau National Marine Sanctuary Act. Whereas the Republic of Palau's location in the western part of the North Pacific Ocean is strategically vital for the security, safety, and conservation of the marine environment in the region. And whereas the Republic of Palau has made significant efforts to protect its environment. And whereas, in recognition of the groundwork and commitment by the Palauan people, the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation entered into an agreement with the Republic of Palau, affirming their support and assistance to the implementation of the Palau National Marine Sanctuary Act. And whereas the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation agreed to support and assist the Republic's efforts in conserving and protecting the marine environment through various measures identified in a Memorandum of Understanding between the Republic of Palau, the Nippon Foundation, and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation on the support to enhance Coast Guard capabilities and promote eco-conscious tourism in the Republic of Palau. And whereas, in Article 2 of the Memorandum of Understanding, the Nippon Foundation and Sasakawa Peace Foundation agreed to provide infrastructure development in the form of a 40-meter long medium-sized patrol vessel and a third small patrol boat, and to build a berth and an administrative building on a land to be provided by the Republic. And whereas the Nippon Foundation and Sasakawa Peace Foundation agreed to provide financial support to cover fuel and maintenance costs for the 40-meter long medium-sized patrol vessel until the end of Japanese fiscal year 2017, and for the third small patrol boat until the end of Japanese fiscal year 2026. And whereas the need for adequate trained staff was recognized, and therefore the Sasakawa Peace Foundation agrees to provide financial assistance which is necessary for employing crews to operate the 40-meter long patrol vessel and for training those crews to be conducted by the Japanese partner organizations. And whereas the Sasakawa Peace Foundation also agrees to provide financial assistance to extend the on-the-job training program for the crews of the small patrol boats until the end of Japanese fiscal year 2026. And whereas the Olvi Nakalulaw is overwhelmed with gratitude for the assistance given by the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation in enhancing the Coast Guard capabilities of the Republic of Palau through the provision of 2 small patrol boats, a high-speed rescue boat, marine communications facilities, and assistance for fuel, maintenance, and on-the-job training program in the Division of Marine Law Enforcement. And whereas the Republic of Palau welcomes and accepts advisors from Japan at appropriate positions in the Division of Marine Law Enforcement to enhance Coast Guard capabilities and to facilitate the activities set out under the Memorandum of Understanding. And whereas the Sasakawa Peace Foundation concurs with the Republic of Palau in promoting eco-conscious tourism and agrees to provide support through capacity building efforts in eco-conscious tourism, such as staff training in Japan and holding workshops in Palau to further survey and assess the carrying capacity in select tourism locations in the Republic. Now therefore, be it resolved by the House of Delegates of the 10th Olvi Nakalulaw, with the Senate concurring, that on behalf of the Republic of Palau, the 10th Olvi Nakalulaw expresses deepest appreciation to the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation for their considerable contributions that will support and assist the effective implementation of the Palau National Marine Sanctuary Act. Be it further resolved that certified copies of this House Joint Resolution be transmitted to the Nippon Foundation and Sasakawa Peace Foundation. Mr. Yohei Sasakawa, Chairman of the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, His Excellency Tami Irmangsao Jr., President of the Republic of Palau, the Honorable Hocons Paules, President of the Senate of the 10th Olvidakalulaw, and the Honorable Sabino Anastasio, Speaker of the House of Delegates of the 10th Olvidakalulaw. Adopted January 18, 2018, and as certified and attested to by Sabino Anastasio, Speaker of the House of Delegates, Hocons Paules, President of the Senate, Marcelo Mircalao, Clerk of the House of Delegates, and El Pedro, Clerk of the Senate. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, Ms. Cotaro. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Speaker of the House, Sabino Anastasio, to give us a few words before the presentation of the resolution.
Ibudul kama klay la aswel man la bo wila dadu bekla alam na kabira rowil dadu timo ko ba anda lagi Mr. Uno, you told us that kawa adradao the Congress have 29 members. There are 13 senators and 16 delegates. There's only 2 of us, the Senate President, President of the Senate, and I are also like you, Adradao. The rest are Adra Taro, Pats, Adramasi. I think President will explain to you who are the Taro, Adramasi. Anyway, the staff of the National Congress, Landisang, Kotaro, have expressed the people of Palau gratitude for the assistance is provided by the Nippon Foundation and the Sasakawa Peace Foundation and the government of Japan. We have expressed our collective appreciation for that through that national House Joint Resolution, and now I'm going to ask the staff to bring it and present it to the appropriate delegation from Japan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's time to present the resolution. Senate President Hocons Paules.
May I ask Mr. Uno to come and receive this?
Thank you, Senate President. Ladies and gentlemen, it's ribbon cutting time. Here's how the program's going to work out. The VIP from the Palau side and the VIP from the Japan side, I will call their names. So you'll take your position behind the ribbon. You take your scissor and position yourself behind the ribbon. Marika will be there to help us. And there's some music to this, so when the music stops, you cut. Okay? So before we go there, let me ask our technician back here to play the music so you can hear it. So when you get to your position, you know when to cut the ribbon. Ribbon cutting. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, for the Palau side, President Tami Irmangsao Jr., please. We know Gloria Sally if she's with us this morning. She's not. Okay, you talk Gibbons. Please. Rafael Ngimang. Please. President of the Senate, Jocon Paulis. Speaker of the House, Sabino Anastasio. Our friends from Japan, Mr. Mitsuki Unno, Ambassador Toshiyuki Yamada, Mr. Kansuke Shimada, and Mr. Kiyoshi Ushijima. Okay, ready, here comes the music.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, congratulations.
Maybe the visitors from SA. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This time I'd like to call on Chief Kuti, Marine Law, and the Executive Director of Marine Sanctuary, Geo Salva. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to unveil the secret. Before we go there, let me read this brief description. And so this brief description says, the Nippon Foundation commemorative Itabori. The artwork commemorates a generous donation by the Nippon Foundation to the Republic of Palau, supporting the marine law enforcement of Palau's exclusive economic zone. The hand-carved storyboard displays the donations by the Nippon Foundation. There are the Kadam in the center, representing the 40-meter state-of-the-art patrol vessel with Bull and Ewat on the right side of the Kadam, and the Kabel Matan on the left, representing 3 smaller craft patrol boats that monitor Palau's inner reefs and lagoons. The Palauan people depicted in the Itabori are in celebration of the incoming patrol vessels, where Palauan warriors are sounding the Debusel or shell horn, signifying the safe arrival of the vessels. To the left, the coconut frond is woven as a traditional bowl, maybe representing Palau's conservation efforts with its partner, the Nippon Foundation. Hovering over the head are Palau seabirds, bringing life to guide the crew and vessels as in ancient Palauan lore. This commemorative Itabori was created by the Palauan people to commemorate this partnership and the generous contributions of our friends at the Nippon Foundation. The Itabori will be housed inside the new Marine Law Administrative Building in Malapal, also donated by the Nippon Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, the unveiling of the secret is ready. And again, there's music. So when the music stops, the curtain goes down. It's a photo op session right now. It's time to take pictures. So all the VIPs, please come, and we need to position this storyboard. All the VIPs, please, Palau side and Japan side.
So everyone, let's start. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the end of our program, so here's how it's going to close out. There's going to be 2 tours. The first tour will, for the VIPs will be led by Takeuchi-san. Okay, the first tour will go into the building first, and then when they go out the back door, then the second tour will be led by Chief Thomas Tuti of Marine Law, who will follow. And for those of us who choose not to take the tour, may pick up their lunch, bento box, and also commemorative towel.